Hi, I'm Kellan D, and I'm with
Stephanie Wash, the computer science teacher at Lackey.
what classes do you teach here?
Okay, so in computer science here at Lackey we offer ECS, which is Exploring Computer Science. I also teach ICP, which is Introduction to Computer Programming, which involves Python, JavaScript, and Java. And then AP CSP, which is the AP Computer Science class. And there is another class, but we don't offer it right now, and that's Advanced Java.
Okay, how do you support students who have never coded before?
Okay, so it is a little bit tricky when you've never coded before at all, but if you come into ICP, which is the Introduction to Computer Programming, it doesn't matter because you're going to learn it all. We're going to start with Python, which is the most used language, and then from there, you will learn everything else.
Can you explain me a little bit on what Python is?
Python is a computer language, okay? They're languages, that's what they are, and Python's generally used universal, like Google is based out of Python. That's how they made the web page, using that language.
Can you tell me how many languages there could be, if you know?
Okay, so if you're in ECS and AP Computer Science, you do everything in JavaScript, which I think is one of the easiest languages.
Okay, what's the most fun or exciting projects students get to do?
Okay, so for AP Computer Science, we just finished hackathon. So they building their own app. That's what they learn to do all year long, is they learn how to build an app. For my ICP students, the most exciting thing they're finding right now is, which I know you all learn in middle school, is they start out with Carol or Tracy the Turtle, and then we take that into the language.
Will the students learn about cybersecurity or that kind of website safety?
Okay, so I do a unit on cybersecurity and AI. Every computer class gets a unit on that so that they know what's out there.
Okay, well, that answered one of my other questions. So, will we learn to build websites, apps, or games?
In AP Computer Science, you learn to make an app. In ECS, you do different lessons. Like right now, we're in animation. So at the end, you'll learn to make an interactive card. So each class has its own thing.
Okay, will we work with robotics or physical computing?
So we have robots that I normally bring out towards the end of the school year, and you get to play with those.
Okay, so what kind of robots?
There's Spiros.
Okay, do we work individually or in groups?
Okay, so you're in computer science. Programmers work in groups, so we work in groups as well. Not all the time, but we do have a lot of partners and a lot of group projects.
Okay, so you said that there may be some times where they work individually. So what are those times?
So when you're first learning the concept, a lot of times you have to work independently so that I know that you know what you're doing. Because it's not going to help if you don't know the information to go work with a group, because then the group's going to do the work and you're not going to know anything.
Smart. Okay, what kind of assignments and projects can we expect?
Okay, in Exploring Computer Science, we work in code.org. For AP, it's in code.org, and you learn 3 lessons generally, and then you have a project every time we complete that unit. And then at the end of the year, what you're doing is you're getting yourself ready for Create PT, which is part of the test for AP students. In Introduction to Computer Programming, as we're learning each language, you do programming, and then at the end of the year, hopefully we can bring the robots out.
So, what advice do you have for incoming students?
Okay, incoming students coming into the computer program, not ECS, but wanting to do Introduction to Computer Programming, should have strong math skills. So you really need to have your Algebra 1 either completed, or they allow you to take it at the same time. It's really better if you've already completed it, so you're not trying to learn math at the same time while you're programming, okay? And you have to be willing to do the work. Generally, there's not a lot of homework because we do it in school together, but you do need to put forth the work.
Okay, so what's a misconception that most people might think?
That it's easy.
So is it kind of somewhat like STEM?
Well, computer program falls under that. Yeah, it falls under that. And you can take your programming into engineering. You can take your programming into a lot of different fields and different areas.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.